Best friend only took a photo with a 1,000-year-old female corpse, but after returning home the skin on, her body became increasingly dry and shriveled. Strangely, the female corpse in the museum became more and more plump. 2 days earlier, the woman visited the museum to see the 1,000-year-old female corpse. The guide repeatedly reminded everyone that photography was forbidden inside the hall, but the woman felt curious about the corpse. She immediately turned on a face swap filter and took a selfie with it. The girl quickly stepped forward to stop her, but she was scolded by her best friend instead. The guide also ran over to warn her, yet the best friend refused to listen. She even argued that taking photos was not illegal. The girl suddenly remembered her grandmother's warning: never take photos with a dead body, especially a buried female corpse, otherwise you would take her place in the grave. She told her best friend about her grandmother's warning, but the best friend mocked her, saying it was just superstition used by old people to scare others. The guide once again urged her to delete the photo immediately. However, the best friend only pretended to delete it, secretly keeping a copy. She even showed it off again in front of the girl. She planned to upload the photo to social media to gain followers. When the girl looked at the photo, she discovered that the corpse was actually smiling. She was instantly shocked, but the best friend said it was nothing, claiming it was just a sticker effect from a photo editing app. She laughed at the girl for overreacting. Although the girl felt uneasy, she said nothing more. Soon they left the museum. Half a month later, the new semester began. The best friend really uploaded the face swap photo with the 1,000-year-old female corpse online. She excitedly bragged that her account traffic had skyrocketed. She gained a large number of followers and comments. After reading the comments below, the girl was shocked. One netizen warned that swapping faces with a corpse was a taboo. It would bring disaster and misfortune. But the best friend refused to listen. The girl still advised her to delete the photo quickly. Unexpectedly, this only angered her best friend. She insisted on using the photo to gain more followers. The girl felt something was very wrong, so she secretly messaged the netizen who had given the warning. She asked what would happen if the photo was not deleted. The reply said the best friend's face would slowly turn into the corpse. Before she could react, the best friend suddenly discovered her account had been blocked by the platform for violating rules. She instantly became furious. She believed the girl had reported her. Without hesitation, she started arguing loudly with the girl. At that moment, the other two roommates returned. The best friend immediately pulled them over to judge the situation. She falsely accused the girl of reporting her account out of jealousy. After seeing the face swap photo, the roommates only thought it looked a little scary. They did not take it seriously. They even told the girl not to make a fuss. They believed she should not ruin their friendship over a photo. Although the girl was anxious, she had no way to prove the photo would bring disaster, so she had to let it go for the moment. Coincidentally, the girl and her best friend had both signed up for the school cheerleading team earlier. To be selected successfully, they began extremely intense training. The atmosphere in the dormitory temporarily improved. During their dieting period, the girl only lost 2 pounds, but the best friend's weight dropped at an abnormal speed. Within just a few days, she lost 10 pounds. The girl felt puzzled. A roommate asked if the best friend had secretly taken diet pills, but the best friend proudly claimed she was naturally beautiful. She said she had a body made for losing weight. However, the girl felt that the best friend's weight loss looked unhealthy. The best friend confidently said it was simply a slender beauty, but when the girl looked again at the photo of the female corpse online, she was shocked to discover a black mole had appeared on the corpse's face. It was in exactly the same position as the one on her best friend. She remembered the conversation with the netizen earlier. A few days later, the girl contacted the netizen again. After describing her best friend's recent condition, the netizen said the best friend had already begun turning into a corpse. At the same time, the cheerleading selection results were announced. The best friend was successfully chosen. The girl unfortunately failed. The best friend happily accepted the envy and admiration of other students. After learning that the girl had not been selected, she even mocked her on purpose, saying that losing weight could not be achieved with just a few days of effort. However, the girl did not care about those words. All she could think about was how to save her best friend, so she asked again whether the photo had been deleted. But her kindness was met with harsh scolding. The girl said directly that the corpse had borrowed her appearance, yet her words only brought laughter from everyone. The best friend even mocked her again, saying she was jealous because she failed to join the cheerleading team. Soon, many boys began pursuing the best friend. Some even brought her a jade necklace worth millions. She quickly became addicted to the feeling of being admired and cherished. But the consequences arrived suddenly. Her hair suddenly began falling out in large patches.